everybody, and welcome to another episode of
Dad and Andrew's Garage.
Hey, we got something special for you today, folks. What do we have?
77 custom Dodge van.
That's right, because I think it's time to do a van. What do you think, son?
Yeah, I sure think so as well.
Yeah, well, here it is, the 77 custom Dodge van. It's got a really cool paint job. Hopefully, we can make it a little cooler, and at least hopefully as cool, and get it sorted out to give it that Dad and Andrew's Garage custom look. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
All right, folks. Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of talking about it, let's get that to the rotating car stand.
Let's do it.
All right, folks. And here we are. The 1977 Dodge Custom Van by Hot Wheels. And not too bad a vehicle. It does look pretty sporty. Interestingly enough, it's got a lot of space for a cool paint job, as you can sort of see. What do you think about this, Andrew?
Well, it looks pretty new. Doesn't look too used. The color is the windshield color is more of an amber. The bottom chassis is like a gold color. The car is brown and it has this interesting design on it. I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right. It's got a neat sort of interior, and the whole roof is see-through on this. And like Andrew said, it's in pretty good condition. We got this at a flea market, in a flea market find. I think it was only a couple of bucks, really. But, we figured, hey, we kind of need to do one of these Dodge Custom vans, because I thought, there's a lot of opportunity to make something cool on it. I mean, yeah, he's right. The bottom is plastic on this one, and it's got the gold chrome on it. And the wheels are also kind of a nice set of wheels on those as well. But maybe we're going to try and make the wheels a little more old school. What do you think, son?
Yeah, that sounds like a really great idea. I'm thinking more of old 70s or 60s wheels.
Yeah, that would be kind of neat. Okay, well, tell you what, I think that's pretty good. I think we got a good plan of action to get this van started. So what do you say we stop talking about it and get to building it?
Let's do it.
And here it is, folks, the Hot Wheels 77 Dodge Custom Van. And it is nice. You can sort of see, hey, it's got some kind of cool paint on it, It's got this really nice gold sort of base. And, the amber tinted windows. Not crazy about those you can't really see through them very well. And the whole roof is open on this. But anyway, I think it's still kind of cool. So we'll check it out. And I've taken the liberty of drilling it and tapping it already. So as you can see, there's only one screw here that usually happens, or one rivet. And then it's the grill here that sort of moors it to the front of the vehicle. So we'll take it apart here, see what we got. So there we go, is our base. And we'll just put that off to the side. And we have an interior here. Oh boy, look at that, coming away. Now let's check out this interior. Oh, look at that. So it looks like a four-seater, 4 racing seats, and some what appears to be the old nitrous oxide canisters at the rear, maybe. Who knows? That could be it. And there we go, little steering wheel. So yeah, not a bad interior. So we'll maybe paint this up so we can see these. They'll pop a little more, and maybe you'll be able to see them through that very dark amber roof. And of course, we got the single piece windshield. And there we are, yep. So that has to, I think we got to shine that up a bit. Maybe make it a little more crystal clear so we can see through it better. And of course, the body. And there it is. Yep. Not too bad. We're not working with so much here, so fairly easy to put together. The other cool thing, though, is we noticed that we had a plastic bottom here, and it isn't bad, of course, with that gold chrome on it. But I managed to find Andrew had an old color shifter Dodge van, and the color shifter part, it was left outside, and it wrecked, so I tore it apart, and I kept the bottom. And lo and behold, it is an all-metal bottom exact duplicate of the, not really exact, but close. Yeah, look at that, almost exact duplicate of the 77 Dodge van. So this should fit exactly in to this one, and we'll be able to have a bang. Look at that, metal top, metal bottom, Dodge van. Oh, look at that, right in there, fits perfect. So maybe we can give this an old school look, change the tires out, and, it's a little more beefy now. Fits in very well, so look at that. We're going to go forward with that, and hopefully we'll strip the paint right now, maybe scrape this a bit and throw it in, get it to the paint job, get it to the paint shop, and check it out. All right, folks, look at this. I busted a drill bit doing the tapping for this van here. Talk about nightmare. All right, well, hey, I'll be able to get another one, but gee, just a bit of a pain, that's all. All right, folks, we have now given this a bit of a scraping with steel wool just to get that, primer and sort of clear coat that they have just a little scuffed up so we can get the stripper inside it. And now it's going to go here inside our stripper. Bloop, and there it is. And now we'll let the stripper do its stuff and bring it to paint after we, I guess give it a little bit of a wire brush. And here we are, folks. Right out of the stripper, I gave it a bit of a buff, a bit of a hit with the wire brush and some steel wool to get it ready for the primer. But yeah, she looks great. This is, of course, what it would look like if we just kept it all steel. But one cool thing about it is that the old base here, we got rid of that. And the base from Andrew's old color changer fit in perfectly. You can sort of see that, eh? It's fantastic. Looks great. So now we have an all metal vehicle, metal top, metal bottom. All we got to do now is, of course, hit it with some of the cleaners so that we can get this thing ready for the paint shop. In addition, we're going to have to sort of do something and get some new tires on this. So I'm going to look around my tire bin and see if I got anything. And that would look kind of cool, and we'll add it to it. But yeah, at this point now, we're just going to get this here, put the vehicle on the old mat here, and get some of our famous gunk engine cleaner and degreaser, and spray this guy down. There we go, so that we can get it ready for primer. Hello, everybody, and we put a nice coat of Autoborn Sealer, silver, on the van here. So now it's ready, it's dry, and it's ready to accept the coat of another color here. We're going to, actually the same color. We're going to use some of this Createx Wicked color, and we're going to be using here it is, Cosmic Sparkle Silver. And we're going to put that over top of this. And once that is done, we'll be able to do some masking and hopefully give a fancy paint job to this guy. So here's hoping it all works. All right, folks. So we've gotten our nice silver and cosmic silver on the van, and it looks really good. And now the tough part, to do a kind of a really cool kind of a paint job, you have to start doing the masking. And that's going to be taking me some time here. As you can see, I'm in the middle of it. Hopefully this mask will turn out to be profitable, and it will turn out well. But we'll give it a shot. So right now, at this point, this is what we're looking at. And hopefully we'll have a cool van paint job that will be the result of all this masking. Hey, folks, I had a bad day in the shop today, I'll tell you. I might as well tell you a little story here. So I was cruising the old internet trying to find some retro 70s stickers to give it kind of a disco vibe. So I found some cool ones I thought were nifty, but of course, printer's acting up, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In any event, here's what I found, and here's what happened. Take a look. Absolutely horrible. All my stickers, all my decals just turned out horrific like this. I have no idea why. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It was going to have this cool disco dancing vibe, can you dig it, and that kind of good stuff, and it all went terrible. So the decals didn't work, and I tried. Even when I sort of brushed off one of these decals here with my finger, I thought, yeah, it's kind of a neat effect, kind of a silhouette type thing. I thought maybe that would work. So I tried putting it on my van, and of course, I totally forgot. I was working with candy paints. And candy paints, unless they're given a bit of clear coat before you do something like that, they run. And then I put some clear coat over that, and dun-dun. This is horrific. Look at that. It ruined my whole funky paint job I did here. It was looking really good. But yeah, it started running. I think I was a little liberal with I was trying to give it some hot rod sparkle. I managed to daub it off the first time. It was good, but nope, it turned out absolutely horrible. And yeah, so this was about a little over a week's work, and now I think it's gotta head to the stripper. So things you learn, right? I don't do this too often with the candies, so sadly we gotta get this away. And wood was looking kind of funky, and with the decals it would look neat, but now we gotta start over again. So this is gonna go back into the stripper, alas. Very sad, but we gotta do it. So there you go. Back to the drawing board, folks. All right, folks. Well, it looks like in the long line of things that are going wrong with this build, my clear coat here that I thought I sealed up and hit with the hammer, I guess I may not have hit it hard enough or came out on its own because of the plastic, but my clear coat is now solid as a rock. I don't think, yep, that's right. So I lost an entire can of clear coat, and these things run about $60. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with another clear coat solution. But as it stands, we are going to forge ahead, and I'll make sure that I get some better system next time. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see how this goes. All right, folks. Well, we have been diligently working on the chassis here for the van. And there it is. The Chrysler, 77 Custom Dodge van. And what we've been doing here is making sure that we have channels that have been sort of dremeled in, as you can sort of see right here, and in the rear right here. And there we go. You can sort of see that better this way, so that we can accept the new custom axles that we put in here. And you can sort of see here, I got the rear or the front axle, which is longer than the rear axle, which is why I put this little mark on it. Sometimes it doesn't matter if the axles are a big difference in size, but sometimes if they're the same, it's good to mark the front and rear ones because sometimes they're just a little bit different in size. So in this case, look at that, fits in there. Well done. We'll have to glue that in. A little bit of the old JB weld. And right here is the rear axle, and that'll go right here. Oh, look at that. Finicky. I'll try this again, and boom, there we go. So we have drilled these channels so that they will fit these axle tubes, and once we glue them in, we'll be able to fit in our M2 type wheels. And we got some nice wheels for this one, as you can sort of see right here and here. I think these will look pretty fine in this van. Let's see, we're going to put that like this. Look at that. There we go. And that'll actually, that'll fit very nicely here. And the rear one, we'll try that out. Oh, look at that. Still going to give me some finicky time here. There we go. Sweet. Oh, man, she's not playing too. There it is. Whoosh. All right, and the rear one we'll put through here. And there we go. That should look pretty good, I think. Look at that. I think that'll look pretty sweet for a van. Once we get this glued up and shined a little more, we should be good to go. And hopefully my clear coat is still on its way in. So, yeah, once again, a little bit of a delay in this crazy build, but we're going to push through. All right, folks, here we go. We have been working on the interior, and that's important in this particular van build because the interior here is showcased quite well through the completely open roof of the van. So I just thought it prudent to, do a bit of the detailing on the interior, which looks like some kind of a passenger racer interior with a couple of big canisters of what I guess would be nitrous oxide and, some racing belts on the 4 seats. So, yeah, I figured they should at least have something to look at when you're looking through that big open roof. And here it is. Hopefully, this will look okay when we put it inside. There is tinted glass, but just want a little relief on that. So steaming ahead, and now we should be able to hopefully just wait for our clear coat to come in and maybe get to put this thing together. All right, folks. we're getting on the home stretch here. As you can see, I got a piece of styrene here in which I drilled holes inside the van body at the back to make those little button windows you see on most vans back in the 70s that were popular. And I just heated this up and took a hole nail punch and pushed it through that hole. So I had a little bubble here. And what I'm going to do is cut this down. Hopefully it's going to be, I cut one already, but now we're going to see if we can get that in. Very small. But I'm going to try and push that through, put a bit of glue on it. And hopefully if these two things get in there properly, hopefully this will be the end stretch and we can show you the completed version. All right, folks, we're finally finished with our 77 Dodge Custom van. What do you think of the van as it is now, son?
I think it looks pretty decent, but I think we made it look really cool.
That's right. And for comparison purposes, of course, we're doing this so we can show you what it looks like. But now I think we have something that looks a little bit cooler. You think so?
Yeah, I agree with you there.
All right, folks, well, all that's left to be said is let's get ready for the reveal. All right, folks, and here it is, our brand new and improved 77 Custom Dodge van by Hot Wheels. The nightmare build is finally over. What do you think, son?
I think it looks really cool. The wheels look really interesting. So does the paint job, and I like the seatbelt additional paint that you added.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and I even put in these moon windows at the rear because I thought every 70s style van had those things. At least when I was a kid, when they were driving around, everybody had those little special windows in the back. I guess it gave it a bit of air. And we did, yeah, as I said, painted the interior because those frosted windows, that tinted glass, with a black interior just made it kind of dull. So we highlighted the stuff that was in there. What do you think, boy?
That was a very great choice.
Right on. Well, after all the trials and tribulations of this build, I'm, not embarrassed to say that I'm glad to see the tail end of this van. But I think that the result finally worked. The clear coat I had worked. I got another can of that, and I've actually placed it into a jar. I'm not using those tin can anymore after the internet's best advice to people to say that if you don't seal those cans well, that clear coat can seal or can turn solid, which it did. So now we've sort of corrected all these faults, and I'm happy with the result. What do you think, son?
I can totally agree with you there.
All right, folks. Well, I'll tell you what. We got to get started on the next one, so we'll probably play out with a couple of glamour shots. And remember, if you like what you see,
like and subscribe and share to your friends.
Right on, folks. And we'll see you the next time.
See you later, everybody.